Welcome everybody to Autumn of Year 6 here on Medieval Dynasty. We're still playing with Rasimir, and looks like it's a little bit of a chilly beginning of the autumn. Here goes Henrik out to observe the town. So we have a few things as usual that we need to do. If you watched the last episode, then you know that we added some daub to these houses, so that will keep people happier. We have to do our autumn harvesting here soon, which I will be doing in a minute. But I wanted to spend a little bit of time taking a look at our people. I know that this can be. I remember when I first found this game, this was the thing that I found most daunting. You know, the person I was watching play the game would just pull this up and fly through, and they were clicking between these tabs. And I just want to sort of slow things down and show you what we're working with here. In this column, we're seeing the names, alphabetical order of the names of the people that live in our settlement. It gives their age and their mood, and then their profession. And then their skills are broken down with these little icons. So we've got excavation, hunting, farming, diplomacy, survival, and production. So for the production skill, for example, they can do lots of different things. They could work in the workshop. They could work in the kitchen. You know, both of those are producing. They could become a blacksmith. So that's many different categories. Whereas the farming is really just the barn or the farm shed. And hunting is only hunting. So they all have different things. And ideally you want, like we've got Dalagor here, who's a lumberjack who is working cutting down trees. That's his job. So that's a good fit for him. And I don't remember what his original score was, but the longer they stay with the job, the higher those numbers go. So these women who become mothers, they are pulled out of the work. They are pulled out of the job that they're doing, and they end up we're gonna have to stop and make another bronze scythe in the middle of this. But the women, you know, they end up being out of the job pool for a bit. So if there's something that is like vital that it be done, I recommend not having women do that, or just make sure you're paying attention. Maybe move them when they get to that pregnant state, because the game does have a visual representation of pregnancy, so you could do that. All right, this is our oats. We are not going to sell any of these oats. We keep the oats because the oats and rye together is what makes our animal feed. So I don't remember what we need. I think it's a log. I'll just go ahead and grab a log. It's either a log or a stick. So we'll take a log. Nope, not that. This. Take a log, and we should have 4 bronze bars over here. And then we come over here to the anvil and say bronze tools, scythe. So I didn't make the last scythe while I was recording, so I thought I'd show you guys how this works. I haven't actually showed much of the blacksmithing. It's a whole separate part of the game. I think it's very, very good and very interesting. I did put it in there. Good. I think it's a great aspect of the game that could probably have its own episode or several. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and thresh these oats, and we will put the straw and grain in storage here, and then we will go work on our other crops. And we have building repairs to do and just plenty going on. Oh, I forgot I have all that meat from the end of the last episode. We've got a bunch of rot with us now. Wonder what that was. I wonder what I was carrying around that rotted. So I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of maintenance type work in this fall. We're not going to do a ton of expanding of our settlement for a little while. I have mixed feelings about the speed of this game, and you know, I really wanted to get to a point that we were stable, and I think we are stable now. So now it's a matter of maintaining. We have a lot of wheat, and at this stage of the game, wheat is a really interesting crop because you can use it to turn it into flour, which is great if you could make bread with the flour. But we can't because we're level capped on production. So that's a tad on the frustrating side for me. I would like to be able to make wheat flour. And you might think, well, why don't you just make wheat flour and then sell it? Well, wheat grain is worth 10, and wheat flour is worth 5. So the wheat grain makes 2 flour. So it's literally the same price. So if we're just going to sell, it doesn't... The only reason we would turn it into flour is to get that little bit of farming production experience, but it's so negligible, it's probably not worth it. But we got some new beetroots here. That's probably what that rot was. Probably the beetroots that I had. So 200 new beetroots, that's pretty good. I'm going to put the beetroot seed in here. We'll get these cabbages, and then I will probably run around and assess other jobs that need to be done, do a little bit of repair work, and probably bring you guys back once I go talk to Alwyn. I don't know that there's anything we need to get done this season, so advancing the Alwyn quest would be fine. At some point in this series, I want to go do a Herald quest. We haven't done that yet, but we don't need to do that right now. Okay, I'll keep the cabbage seed. I'm going to go ahead and put this meat in here. Alright, and then we'll put the cabbage seed over here. Alright, well, I think I will go ahead and do a little bit of work, including fix that wall, and head over to advance the Alwyn quest. See you in a bit. Yet again, I made the foolish mistake of not bringing stuff with me to sell as I come over here to Gustovia, so that's a little bit frustrating, but we're going to go down here and see. So I told you that last time I had a little, he had me shoot at this target, so we'll see if we have more of that to do. So he said, blah, blah, blah. So now we are gambling. I have to score higher than 64. So I got a 15. That's not going to cut it. That's even lower. And that was awful. Okay, he won, so he's gonna be happy. I think I need to do this again to... let's see if I can... Okay, I do have the copper arrows. Alright, my hand was very unsteady there, so let's try this again. We need it to be about 20 feet, which I don't remember how far back that was, but let's just try to remember this as our range. And we want to aim a little high. So that was 38. That's at 30. Okay, let's try here. We'll aim for the top. See if we can get it to drop in. Okay, let's actually check that before. We're not going to be able to score 40 on our next shot, but... Okay, so that one was up there. So we do need to aim a little bit high, but not as high as I did there. So maybe I do need to be far. Maybe that was the issue before. Okay, let's try putting it like... That's probably too high. What's he gonna say? You won again? He won again? He's happy? That's kind of dumb. I just lost 200 coins. Can I get around it? I don't know. I mean, can I just like let this quest line cancel? I don't really care to do this. And I don't want to lose more coins trying. I know I've done this before. I don't remember. Maybe I had a different bow or something. I see there's an 83%. If I hit 3 like that in a row, I would be fine. Can I do that? I was like here and I aimed... Yeah, 3 times like that won't cut it. Yeah. I don't know. But the thing that bothers me about this is like it doesn't give you a way around it. There's no like option in the quest line. You either get good or you're stuck. So that's really accurate, but because I was so close, it doesn't give me many points. I think back here is the way to go. Back here. Look at it swaying, though. I mean, you have to pull up and let it rip. You can't let it sway like I just did. That thing hit down here. But this is why they, he asks if you've been practicing. Because that's what gets you better enough to do this challenge. Know exactly where to stand. Okay. And ready. 95% accuracy, 32 points. Yeah, we just got to go faster. Look at that shot. What do you guys think? Should I go for it? Let's get some water. How about this? We'll try one more time. If we lose another 100 coins, I'll be mad. So I'll just leave. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, ready? it's a start. We need to do better than that, but it's a start. That's left. We need an immaculate shot here. It didn't tell me the score. I don't think I got it. What a ripoff. Whatever. Screw you. Okay, well, I'll see you guys back at the ranch. All right, here we are in the second day of autumn. I just got done talking about my frustration with Alwyn and then that quest. So I came home and I wanted to show you guys we have some new life here on the farm. Over here in the pig pen, look at these two little guys or gals, I don't know. So we've got the parents there and then these two little ones that are so cute. So we've got a little piglet, both of them are females, so very cute, little tiny. They will grow up and produce us more manure, which will be great. I also wanted to go ahead and plant our rye while I'm thinking about it. Wow, we have 464 rye. That's a lot. So we could definitely make, if we wanted to, some whatever it is, gruel or some rye-based food, and then with the wooden bowls, and take that to a town to sell. Since we just lost 300 coins on absolutely getting ripped off on the Alwyn quest, that might not be a bad idea, because we can make bowls. We have bowls, plus we can make them pretty easily, and we have lots of extra grain. So that might be a way to make the money go a little further, and we can get some production experience by doing the cooking. So I just wanted to bring you guys back and show you this little part of the job and talk a little bit about this season. I was really, like I said, hoping to advance the Alwyn quest, but since I got stuck there, I may just let it go. I don't really know what happens if you don't finish it. Maybe I'll just get better at shooting, or maybe I'll try. I do have a recurve bow. Maybe I'll try that instead. And will it keep the copper arrows? Yeah. Maybe I'll see if I'm better with the recurve bow. It should be more accurate, and maybe that's how I was able to do it last time. And we can go that route. So ideally, Bolomira would not have used that fertilizer here and would have saved it for this field, because we're going to plant winter wheat in this field. But the game doesn't really give control, that level of control. So the good news is we're halfway ready for spring planting. The bad news is we now need about that much. So I think overnight some manure is probably accruing, or if not overnight, then this morning. There should be a little bit in here. Manure. Yeah, there's one. Okay, so it's gonna come in probably by the end of the day today. There will be 10 or so, which gets us another row, but I don't think we'll be able to do that whole patch. But like we said before, we have a lot of wheat on hand, so of all the crops to not be able to get a full planting in, that's not a bad one. So I don't know if I want to go over and try to do the Alwyn quest again with the recurve bow, or maybe I'll make up some food and go and sell it. That way my trip isn't totally wasted. See you in a bit. Alright, so I just sold about 1,000 coins worth of stuff. I sold 44 batches of gruel. I sold 10 stone hose. I sold the plum wine my wife gave me last season. So we're gonna give it a try. Actually, let's get used to the new recurve and see if we can make this work for us. I'm gonna say here's probably good. It doesn't seem to sway as much. Up a little bit. 71% accuracy, 25 points. See if I can duplicate it. Okay, very bad. See, I don't feel like I was that much different on the second shot, but I was. So I think I need to elevate a little bit more. We just need that first shot style to work on all of them. See, that's terrible. That's so bad. All right, let's aim at the very top of... I'm not even going to aim at the bullseye. I'm going to aim at that thing. 59% accuracy. See, if I hit 3 of those, we're good. Yep. Okay, that's the height. I just have to stop the sway. Let's go for it. I'm going to just get tired and upset if I keep doing it, if I keep practicing. Oh, I hate that they're making me gamble to advance the storyline. Like, make that part optional or something. I don't know. Okay. All right. Good thing that wasn't a deer. I would have murdered it. Okay. Okay, let's not trash talk too much. Oh, great. We got 200 coins. It only cost me 400. Wait for the next season. Boy, I do love that. Okay, so I'm not sure what else we're going to do around the ranch. I thought about maybe trying to finish some of the daub. So since I'm over here, I might go ahead and get a load of clay from this spot that's out to the west over this way. But do you guys care to see that? Maybe, potentially. I'll at least show you the spot and dig the first 1 or 2, and then I can cut. I didn't get a lot of commentary on the last video about how people feel about the edits. If you want to see more stuff and have longer videos, or if you like that I'm jump cutting a lot, please do let me know how you're feeling about that. Traffic has been okay, so that's good, but you know, could always use more. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead. There's a handful of these deposits in through the woods here, and I'll meet you back at our farm. Alright, here we are on the 3rd day. I ended up getting all but these couple panels done with daub on our house. I also unlocked the 2nd level for the sewing hut, which I'm not going to upgrade. We have a handful of buildings actually at the second level, so we can't quite do the full size house, but we can do the simple house. For extraction, we don't have level 2 on any of those, but we could do the level 2 hunting lodge. And actually, I don't think we'll do this, but I just out of curiosity want to see if it's one that snaps to the original. Yeah. So if I do that, then it will upgrade it to log and plank, and I think it increases the capacity inside. So that's possible. We have the level 1 fishing hut. I don't know what we need. Yeah, we need quite a bit for the level 2, so we'll leave that alone. Farming wise, we have the level 1 barn, but we're very close to the level 2 barn. We have the farm shed. The windmill is like end game. Field and orchard we already have. Animal husbandry is one that I have my eye on because we already have pigs and hens and the donkey shelter. I'm not going to mess with the goose house because we're already getting eggs and feathers. The stable, the last playthrough that I did, there weren't donkeys, so I had to play until this point with no mount. So now that we already have a donkey, the stable would be cool, but I don't know that I'm going to jump right on that as soon as I unlock it. I really want to get the fold, but that's quite a bit till we get there. The cow shed will be great, and the apiary, I don't know why it's so high, but the apiary will be cool. We have a level 2 smithy, we have a level 2 workshop, and a level 2 sewing hut. And we are nowhere near the tavern. And then what about... Yeah, we're not even close to the market stall. And this is production, so we need to do production. We could upgrade our resource storage. We already did the food storage, which I think is arguably the more important one to do. So, I don't know how you guys feel about what needs to be done still. I feel like we have plenty of potential projects around here. Things we could do to make it look nicer, things we could do to make it seem a little safer, what have you. And I change my mind a lot, so there's a part of me that doesn't really want to make something permanent if I may change my mind in a few minutes. Maybe you guys can relate to that. We should have... I switched over our worker to be getting mushrooms for us, so we should have some mushrooms coming in, which will help with the food. I know, like I said before, there's not really a food variety metric in the game, but I do like to try to offer some variety for the people. Actually, what I could do with this time that's left in autumn is I could cook. I could just cook up some batches of food, and if it seems like we're gonna use it, then we can use it, and if it seems like we're not going to use it, I could sell it for profit. Oh, I'm starving. That's funny. I'm sitting here talking about cooking up food. Well, maybe that's why food is on the brain. Okay, so let's see. What do we have? Gruel, mushroom soup, plums, pottage, roasted meat, stew. That's a lot of stew. Good heavens, it's a lot of stew. Alright, let's take a stew. And let's take maybe a couple beetroots. Guess we'll eat that apple. People aren't going for the apples. I thought that would go pretty early. Okay, so we have a lot of cabbage. Do we have... Oh, those carrots need to be cooked up. Let's do some dried fish meat. I don't need to eat a ton to... Oh my gosh. 463 meat. Bruh, Rasimir, you should have a like shocked emote. Um, um, so about that. This donkey's gonna be eating meat here in a few minutes. What the heck? Oh man. Pigsty needs to be cleaned out again. Alright, so I think what we're gonna do is make food. We're gonna make food. We're gonna get these bowls and make food. Wooden bowls, wooden bowls. Alright, we'll take all of those easily, and probably the plates. I'm thinking about putting another chest like this over here, if it'll let me. I don't know if it will let me do that. So the recipe that we want is, we'll do some pottage, but we also want to do this. So we need 16 roasted meat and then 16 times 3 on onions. Wow. 16 times, that should cover it. So I think it's 48 is the actual total. Alright, get 16 meat with gravy, and then, I don't know, man, we got a lot to make. I guess I don't necessarily need to keep you guys with me through all this. I'm going to spend a bit of time making... Well, we'll do 50 batches of pottage. Then I'll probably go make some wood bowls. Oh my word, we're already at 700 kilograms of food. I wonder if I make some of these extra storage things, like if I make another chest and put it back here, will it still preserve it? You know? Because I just found these, like this I can unlock and make with 8 planks. Will it preserve it? Probably worth checking out. Anyways, I think since all I'm going to be doing to finish out the episode is cooking in here, and you guys have seen me do a fair bit of that, and I'm going to try to remember to plant that wheat field if I can. So I don't know that I'm going to bring you all back for the very end of this day. It's about midday now. Just have a couple maintenance jobs, and I can explain at the beginning of the winter. So we will see you guys then. Thanks for your support. Bye-bye.